Hello, everyone. Nagorian 1990 here with a new little segment about my own personal life. I have had a good, but at the same time, pretty worthless life. Full of good, but 90% mostly shit. Before we even start off, my family is absolutely amazing. I've never been abused or anything like that. I got very lucky with my parents and my family who love me dearly. However, everything up here couldn't be more screwed or fucked up. I had suffered from alienation, depression, suicidal, psychotic breakdowns, everything you can imagine, multiple personalities, visual and audio hallucinations so real that Matrix worthy. Get shot, feel it after a hallucination. I think I've spent almost a billion years in hallucinations due to time difference when I'm in them and when I'm out. Along with the night terrors, nightmares basically follow the same principles as hallucinations, in of the fact of I get hurt and dream and I wake up and it hurts. Antisocial behavior. Just that's how I am. Alienation really makes it hard for you to cope with anything. Then that turns into depression. The depression slowly breaks down the mind and so on and so forth. And it all rolled up into one. And you get me. Insanity. Clever little thing I thought of. ENS. Anity. My initials, then Anity. Insanity. It's funny. I have slowly given up on every dream I've ever had. Because it's impossible. I have been in some amazing worlds and utterly unimaginable horror. I've been tortured. I've been murdered. I've been forced to watch everything I love taken away from me tens of thousands of times. Through it all, though, could never actually kill myself. Got close twice, but divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, came in and kind of stopped it. But I've gone on beyond that because I love my family too much to have them find me knowing that I've lied to them most of my life. I've lied to everyone most of my life. I make a mask that I wear, smile, everything. But in all honesty, I simply find nothing in life really enjoyable. Tried relationships. One was crazy, gave me a heart attack, and actually killed me. Yes, actually killed me, heart attack, when I was 18. Not just her fault, the stress from having all this crap since I was like, what, 10 years old. It really does a number on your heart. And one was needy, and I mean like stuff that in my state I couldn't deal with. I had enough problems. Another one didn't want a boyfriend, and the last one was a girl. The whole other three were nice, but this last one was drop dead gorgeous, and I'd liked her for a long time. And finally, she shows me something. I find out maybe for once I can have something nice. Nope, should have known better. Haven't had to be able to have anything nice besides my family and one or two friends this my entire life. Why the fuck would God break me a chance now? She used and abused my love and got me to spend all my money on her. Now she doesn't even talk to me. Still head over heels for her. Actually thought about marrying her. Talked with her mother about it. And I still love her, which, me being stupid, beautiful young girl, I can't have. I've given up on most of it. Life is a very fucking boring place after you've lived through the shit that I have in my head. Every video game you've ever played, imagine turning into a hallucination. Imagine actually having a wife and children, growing up, watching them die, and not knowing the difference. Not knowing that it's not real. And you just snap out of it. And you've been sitting in the exact same spot for 5 seconds. But in your head, you've been there for tens of thousands of years. You've saved the world. You've gone from before the Earth and the Moon to the world before that. Saved it hundreds of times. Finally it gets destroyed. You float in space and watch as the Earth forms, and then as the Moon forms. You live throughout the entirety of the Earth. Watch events unfold. Live 1,000 years into the future. Then you're back in high school again. After all, it's just back to normal. I have one dream left. Just to be happy and to be at peace with who I am. I've heard voices since I was a child. To deal with the madness. It's apparently not actually technically insanity, because doctors couldn't find anything wrong. No chemical imbalance besides depression. And depression doesn't cause hallucinations, such ones that I've had. They believe now, after all these years, that the root of all of it is alienation. The fact that I don't feel like I belong here. Because I don't. It's not the fact that I think I'm better than people. Because I don't. There are millions of people out there who could put me to shame in an instant. I have suffered emotionally and mentally more than anyone I know, and probably more than 90% of the world. Physically, I've got nothing. I've got nothing. There's billions of people who have suffered worse than I have physically. Mentally and emotionally, I don't know. Don't know. All I know is I have not met someone who has been tortured for 10,000 years. You're probably thinking, oh, it's bullshit, that you can't actually feel the pain. Oh, trust me, I can. When you wake up, and when it hurts to move, when you feel your flesh peeled off your bones, when you're thrown into a cast iron coffin and thrown over fire. Oh yeah, I know how that feels. And because it's mental, you never actually get used to it. Physical pain, yeah, I bet after a while, I have no idea. I don't know. But yeah. So this is the first of my diaries, my logs, insanity logs, whatever you want to call them, memoir into the madness. Maybe this will help. None of you know me. None of you will probably ever meet me. But maybe it'll help.